Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dan, and in this particular video right now, I'm going to be sharing with you an easy, kind of effective way to price your program so that you feel like you're comfortable selling it and you don't feel like you have to like fight back and forth for money with clients, and you don't have to get uncomfortable with selling it. So we're going to jump right into my screen. And before I do, I want to kind of give you guys a backstory as to why I started doing it like this. And we'll do it together so you guys can see. Now, the reason why I started doing it like this was because I have like this analytical view of things where it's like, show me what it, like, I have to kind of like see the car to know it costs money. I can't just take it on a whim. So I'm assuming most of you guys are like that, or your clients are like that. So I was like, let me see if I can get a little way where I can just write down the stuff and like practically, or like put it into my mind that it's worth more to me. I mean, it's more to them than it costs to me, because at the end of the day, if you're in business for yourself, or you're in any business, if you're in anything, you always want to get it for less and sell it for more so that you can make a profit. That's the whole goal. Okay, but you want them to feel like they are getting a steal of a deal and from it. Now, the first time I learned about this was when I started selling fitness programs for 3 times the amount that everybody else was selling their fitness programs for. Okay, I was selling 3 times the amount. Like, take this into, like, just understand this. I was selling the same program for 3 times the cost of everybody else. The reason? Well, it was because I could create offers that made sense to me, and I could confidently say that I'm worth that much. Okay? And I'm going to take you guys through like a little workshop, a pricing workshop, so you guys can use as well. I'll give you guys, I'll send this over. I'll put in the link below so you can download it, but you'll have to put in your email address so you can get this. Okay? So I'll put a little link there so you can put in your email address, or I'll put a little link for a messenger. But aside from that, let's walk through this, okay? Now, this is for me as a personal trainer, right? Like, so let's just say you're a personal trainer and you're trying to sell like a weight loss program, right? Let's use one of my clients for an example, right? Dr. Bean. Dr. Bean was one of my clients, right? What did they come for me for? She wanted to lose body fat percentage without losing her precious muscles. She had been working hard at the gym, okay? That's kind of what everybody else is going to want. They want to lose fat without losing muscle. Okay, that's kind of the premise of what's going to happen, right? And then what's the promise that I told her I can do for her, and how much would it cost, right? So she had a trip coming up, so I knew the urgency of what she had to do. So that's why I kind of like, okay, well, this is what I need to get from her, and I need to figure out what her goals were. Also, she wanted to get that, right? What I could promise her with certainty that if she did my stuff, she'll lose 5% body fat in less than 30 days. Now, why can I say that with certainty? Well, it's because I knew what I could do for them, right? And this is where confidence in yourself comes in. But I knew what I could do for her. So I told her, listen, so it's going to be this, right? I can help you lose 5% body fat in 30 days or less. Now, if anybody wants that, you guys can go and buy my program, because now I've created a program around it. But essentially, I created it with her. So my next question becomes, what do I need, like, practically to accomplish this goal? Okay, so ask yourself that question. I'm going to help someone get X, but what do I need Y to accomplish Z, right? Or whatever. Like, just think about, what do I need so that I can accomplish this one goal? So we're going to set it up in 3 kind of like little platform things, I guess you can say. We'll put it off here to the side. So you can see practically how to do this, right? We'll put it like a chart. It's gonna be like a chart. Okay, so on this side, on the left side, or in the C column, I already wrote up here. So we're gonna put cost, and this is like cost of goods, cost of time, stuff like that. Value, what does it value to them? Okay, and then price. Okay, cost, value, price. This is really an important module for you, because if you have a trouble right now, because you're probably charging you're probably charging what everybody else is charging, which, you know, it's a race to the bottom. You never want to be in that position. But when you can put the price higher by increasing the perceived value, the cost cheaper, then you can increase the margins on which you get money back. So let's say selling something for $200 and it costs me $20 to make. I make more money than someone that makes $50 off of a $200 product. Does that make sense? So they sold it for 200, but it took them $150 to make it. So my money back in my pocket comes back more. And that's why I'm teaching you this, so that you guys can use this essentially to use it for yourself. But I'm gonna actually go even one deeper, so you guys can see what this is. Value, price. And the reason why I'm gonna do it like this is because I'm gonna show you something. Okay, the price, right? And this I've shown it to CrossFit gyms, I've showed it to personal trainers, I've showed it to tax offices, I've showed it to insurance agents, I've showed it to contractors, and everybody in between, because there's three types of things here. So the cost, time, or cost of goods of delivery. We'll put it like that. Delivery. That's kind of what it is. Cost of delivery. Time saved or money saved, right? Saved. Now the value is based on emotion. Okay, value is based on emotion. Okay, and I'm going to show you how this emotion plays into part where I can charge more and I can push up the value for it. And I'll show you something that I use all the time that makes it like much more powerful. Okay, so let's just say, okay, we're going to take this one further so I can put something else right here. Okay. Oh, because it's, okay. Well, anyways, let's put this right here. So the time, let's just say for me to accomplish this goal, let's move it. Okay. All right. Let's do this, okay? So what do we need to accomplish this? San Antonio. So here's what we're going to do right here. On this side right here, we're going to put all the things that we can offer so that we can essentially get this result, right? So that's the goal. What do we need to accomplish this? So what do we need to accomplish this? So now this is where your creative genius comes in. And actually, you don't even need creative genius. Actually, you can just look around and see what people are offering, and then see how you can price it differently. So for her to lose 5% body fat in 30 days, I can offer in-body scans. Okay. Now, how much does it cost me? Let's say in terms of time, let's just say my time is worth $10, right? Let's just use a small number. Use a small number. Now, if you charge more, that's perfect, right? So how much would it take me to do? So she's going to 30 days. So I would say, as a professional, I want to tell her every week you're going to do an in-body. Okay, so 4. So how long would that take me? Okay, or how much would it cost me to deliver on this product? So let's just say this cost me 4 hours times $10, right, is equal to $40. Let's say it's cost me $40 in time, okay? Then if I go to the gym, it costs me another $20 or $15, right? So that's 4 times 15, okay? Let's just use these for example, or let's just keep everything the same, right? Costs me $10 every time I go and have her do that, right? So how much is that? The value of this. So the value of this, let's just go in terms of the cost right now, and then we'll work our way to the left, okay? So meal plan, right? Meal plan. Okay, how much would it cost me in terms of the time to make a meal plan? Now, if you've already created meal plans, don't consider this. Consider it back when you did create the meal plan. So for me, it was 6, right? It took me 6 hours to create one meal plan because I need to get all the data, all the information. So about $60, right? Cost of delivery. I actually started getting nutritionists. I buy them to kind of do my stuff. So on average, a nutritionist will probably run you about $100 times 4. It's equals to $400. So if you're on the lower scale, I would probably do it yourself and then kind of consult with the nutritionist. Shopping lists is something that a nutritionist will not give you. So this took me about the same time because it's very confusing sometimes. So say it's about $60, right? What else is she gonna need? She's gonna need daily motivation, right? Daily motivation emails. So let's just say it takes me about 10 minutes to write an email. So if I need 30 times 10, right? 30 times 10 is what, 300 minutes? So that is approximately 2 hours, no, 4.5 hours, something like that. Let's just say, let's call it even, and it equals 5 hours to create 30 days worth of daily emails, right? So that's $50 right there. Now she's gonna need a supplement list because she's gonna need to know what she can take, what she can't take, things like that. So that I would have to compile some research, look at other research. That takes probably about another 5 hours to do it. So we're looking at, about that much. You can think of other things that you can throw in there. So like at-home workouts. So that was one of the things that I offered. Now I didn't use it at this price point, but I'm giving you guys a kind of an idea. So this cost me $0 in terms of cost of delivery. Daily emails, $0. Shopping was $0, right? At-home workouts, $0. But the time is very important. So it takes me about 5 hours times 10 is equal to, now if you can do it quicker, that's fine. You probably charge more then, right? At-home workouts, upload them to YouTube videos and stuff like that, and then write out descriptions. That'll probably take closer to probably like 7 hours. Probably take closer to 8 hours. 8 hours. Because you have to write the descriptions and all that good stuff. Recipe guides. Recipe guide, So this one I would go and buy from someone else. So this one costs me about $20. So if I get recipe guide, it's about $20. Okay. Going out guide, like a restaurant thing. So this one probably cost me another $20. Okay. Now, if we just add these things up right here, so let's just say it's 40 plus 40. If we didn't do anything else and what we would charge, right? If nothing else changed, we would charge 80 plus 400 or 460 because that's the meal plans and stuff, plus 60, plus she needs me to be there, well, that can be the daily motivational emails, right? So in this case, I was with her, so it was a different story. So 50 here, then 80. You guys starting to get the gist of what I'm trying to do. I know this is a more technical part of it, but I want you guys to kind of see how this works, how you can instantly increase your prices because of this. What the freak? Oh. So I want you guys to increase your prices, but see, so I would have to charge $800 because I'm going to give her all these things. She needs these things to be successful. She needs this stuff to be successful, right? It has to be $800, right? But no way. Like, what if you actually charge $800? There's no way she's going to pay for that, is she? Right? You can cut out costs here or there, but look, if you charge anything less than $800, you're stealing from yourself. You never want to do that. So how do you do it? You increase the value, right? So now let's work ourselves backward. How much time would it, or how much money was it save for you to help her do the body scans instead of her doing it? She'd probably save another $40 because let's say it's $10 each. So 4 times 10. Emotion, like how much, what is it going to feel like when you go to the, over there and they try to derail you and put you on different directions? Like that confusion in itself is just going to cause you turmoil, and that turmoil is going to turn into stress, and that stress is going to turn into like you imploding upon yourself. And when you start to do that, you're going to start to eat because you're a stress eater, right? Well, that's why I'm doing this for you, because it's saving you time and money, right? So you could say it like that, So this times 10, right? Like, or times, every time she goes by there, she saves time. So that's another $80, right? Or how much does it cost you to get a meal plan? So if she was to go by herself with a nutritionist, they would charge her probably like $50, $150 times 4. Okay. So I'm not going to put saved just because I'll put the money over there. Okay. So the meal plan, let's just say she goes and buys a meal plan from a dietitian, right? So how much time does she have to set aside for that? Realistically, you can't just go and set up with one. You have to schedule an appointment, which is about, that first part. You have to sit down with the consultation. They take the hour, which the hour is like $60 an hour. Plus, then they have to go work on it, which they charge you another probably $100 to do it. So it's $160. So let's just say $60 worth of their time, plus another $100 to create the first one. And then every time after that, they have to do it. So we're going to multiply this times 4. Okay. Now you have to do this for your own, right? You have to do this for your own product or for your own. And if you haven't done research on it, then do a little research on it, just so you feel comfortable charging what you charge and not feeling unethical about it. Shopping lists. Now they're not going to do that for you, so you're going to have to do it for them. Now imagine getting all these meal plans and then going to the store and buying unnecessary stuff and then having all this stuff go to waste, right? All the money that she probably spent, over $500. If she went to go weekly, so on a week, they would probably spend like $100 per week for groceries, right? But if they buy the wrong stuff, it can easily be like $150. So let's just say it's $100 more times $100 times 100 times 4. So every week, if she did not have a shopping list, it would cost her $400 more a month. Okay. Motivational emails. Like, what if she stops and has to do it again? That's going to cost her probably close to, let's just say she stops for 3 months and then she comes back and she's 25 more pounds overweight. So that means she has to work double time for that. So that turns into 60 days. So instead of $820, it's actually $1,600 that she's actually going to have to, she'll have to pay in terms of her time, because she'll have to double down on having to actually do this. All right. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense here? If it does, I want you guys to drop some comments in here, because I just want you guys to see through a different lens. Sometimes it's like, wow. Supplement list. Like, I know sometimes you're going to go to the store and you're going to want to buy all the supplements, and you're going to show up to Walmart or to GNC and you're going to look around and you're going to say, Daniel, there's 20 different supplements. There's 20 different protein bottles. Which one do I get? There's 20 different vitamin C. There's 20 different vitamin D vitamins. Which one do I get? So that in itself, I save you time, right? So I'm going to say it's $40 worth of your time, because whatever their time is, right? Let's just say it's her time. So she gets paid $50 an hour. So she spent an hour there. I save her an hour of her time. She just goes in and out. Okay, at-home workouts. So if she goes to the gym, takes her, let's just say on average, it takes her 15 minutes to get to her gym, because typically people that are in the vicinity of the gym won't go more than 15 miles, right? Or 15 minutes. So it takes her 15 minutes to go to her gym. She has to work out. She has to warm up, do all that good stuff. And then she has to drive back, shower, and all that good stuff again. That's like 15 to 30 minutes shaved off every single day. So if she does that 5 days a week, that's 5 times 3 is 150 minutes. So that looks more like 2 hours and 2.5 hours that she's wasted. So that's 150 minutes that she's wasted. 150 dollars that she just wasted driving back and forth, not to mention the gas, right? Like, so you see how this is stacking out. Recipe guide. Now imagine if she has to go through Pinterest all day and find out. So let's just say it's $50 because it took her an hour to look for all those recipes, all that good stuff. Going out guide, let's just say it's another $50. Now, if we would just go based on just on the prices, okay? we'd have to see here that we are giving her steal of the deal by charging her $80. 400 and what? 6 times 4 is 24. Yeah. So it's 640. Okay, so $100, $1,600. Because if they stop, chances are they're not going to get any better, right? The cost of not starting is just as much as the cost of starting is finishing, starting and stopping, right? So we'll just say right there, boom. Okay, so the actual cost of this program, or the value for this for her, is $2,700. But I'm not going to charge you 27. In fact, I'm not going to charge you 820. I'm only going to charge you half of that, which is, 410. Which in this case, if you wanted to do it like that, 410 or even 450 is a steal of a deal because you showed it this way. 410 for all this, you're going to feel like you can sell this all day, can't you? Now, what if you prolong this time? That's only for 30 days. Imagine if you sold it for 6 months. All this, just multiples. It's just multiples. Like you multiply this times 4. So this, so we'll say this times 4. $10,000. That's a 10,000. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, 4 months. Yeah, 4 more months. So this is 1 month. Imagine if they go on 4 months with you, the value of you goes up exponentially. That's $10,000 for 4 months. So let's just use a different one here, where we multiple. We'll just say 3 because it's 12 weeks, right? Let's just say it's a 12-week program. $8,000 value. It's a value of $8,000. Not to mention if you start throwing supplements themselves, right? Imagine that. Imagine you throwing in a supplement. Like, hey, you're gonna get a protein bottle. Hey, you're gonna get a pre-workout guy. You're gonna get a pre-workout. You're gonna get all these things. Now, if you charge anything less than $2,400 for a 12-week program, you have to see how this right here, you're stealing from yourself. You're stealing from yourself, but you always have to backtrack it. Like, so what's the goal? What's all the things that you need to fulfill on that goal? And then if you do it this way and you start right now, just kind of putting in your mind or put it onto paper, sometimes you have to see it and say, if you start to see it and you say, okay, well, I have to give her all these things for her to be successful. If she does not have these things and she goes and looks on YouTube, or they go and look on YouTube and all that good stuff and try to figure it out on their own, they're going to be lost forever. They're going to want to pay this because it's going to be a complete package for them. It's not going to be like one of these little, like, go here or go there or go here or go there. You don't like going different places for different reasons. You want to go one place. That's why Walmart's there. You want to go to Walmart and get everything you need. So you go home. You don't have to go to Walmart, Target, H-E-B, or wherever you're at, Kroger or whatever, and then Sam's Club, just to get different little pieces of things, because then you're wasting more time, more energy, more money, and then you have to go home and have to take off all the stuff, and then you're like lost, and you're like, wow, crap, I have to do this crap over every time? Like, this sucks. Wouldn't it be better to have everything all in one place? This is why Walmart dominates, just so you know. They have everything in one place. They sell it for higher than they get it, and they get it at a low price because they buy it a lot. And they sell it at a very low price, and their margins are super high. So they can afford to put it all in one place. And that's why I'm trying to get across to you guys is sometimes pricing is really hard to get across, like pricing more, especially for something that's intangible, like as fitness. You can't physically hold on to fitness. You can't physically hold on to 30 pounds. You can't physically say 50 pounds is worth $5,000. You can't physically say that, but sometimes when you put it onto paper, you can emotionally rationalize for yourself and for your clients when you're selling it with confidence and saying, wow, I'm selling it for only $1,000. Like, this is worth at least $8,000, at least. But I'm selling it only for $1,000. Only one tiny investment of $997. Now you got to start thinking a little bit higher and stop thinking like, oh, I'm just going to give them the bare minimum. When you just give them at cost prices, you never create margins for yourself, and you always burn yourself down. You always burn yourself out because you never create the price. Just because like you can get the discount doesn't mean you should give the discount. Okay? So if you do want to go a discount, go at a higher price point and then bring it down to what you actually want to charge. So in this case, if you actually want to charge like $500 for a 30-day program, then you have to price it at a point where everything, it costs $2,000 minimum to get what you want from them, minimum. And if they truly believe that your program can help them, then they have to believe that $2,000 is worth of what they're talking about. And like all that stuff that they need is what they need. If they don't have it, the lack of, then they cannot start their program. They cannot do their program. So case in point, meaning they cannot succeed without one of the pieces. And if one of the pieces is missing, then they've lost it all. And if they go to anybody else, they're going to be like, what will you charge me to put pieces together? The person will not be able to because they've never done this part of it. They've never pieced it together in a package. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys out. If this did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also share this out with someone that can help. I'm going to leave this in the comment section below, or if you're on Facebook, I'll leave it in my Facebook group. You guys would have to opt in or send in through my messenger so that you guys can get this. But I truly believe that it's something that's very, very valuable if you use it. Okay, so I'll put it in the link below so you guys can go grab it, and then some other helpful links to help you get started in your online program. Talk to you guys later.